The ultra-rich wealth unlimited. When you consider wealthy individuals, do you envision playboy ears and vain heiresses? Those who merely lucked or stumbled into wealth? Maybe you picture affluent tycoons with 4 homes and 8 cars dispersed across 3 continents? While there are a few lazy ears and unlucky lottery winners, the vast majority of wealthy people amassed their wealth via toil, thrift, and financial restraint. Don't believe me? These are a few of the world's wealthiest families and how they have used their immense wealth. Mars Family. The Mars family is still somewhat of a mystery due to their avoidance of the media and the spotlight. While The Guardian referred to their headquarters as unknown, Business Insider claims they have a reputation for keeping the corporation notoriously private. Mars Inc. has begun working harder recently to distance itself from its murky past. The Mars family and business executives have started speaking out over the past few years. Here are the details we know about Mars Inc. and the Mars family. The business has been secretive since Forrest Sr. patented the recipe for Uncle Ben's rice, and American military leaders attempted to invalidate the patent in order to feed troops. According to reports, Forrest Sr. shunned both photographers and interviewers. Although he reared his kids in the same manner, with tasks at home to earn money for boarding school tuition, he did purchase a 300 or 740-acre farm in Virginia in the 1940s. He and his wife Audrey separated for a significant portion of their marriage. She maintained a luxury apartment in the Watergate. Forrest Sr. has a reputation for having an extreme temper, but Fortune magazine hailed him in 1984 as one of this century's most intelligent and successful entrepreneurs. He was a committed and well-respected leader, according to a Mars representative. According to a 2008 article in the Washingtonian, Jacqueline is the only sibling who lives a lifestyle that comes near to the reflecting her billionaire position. She apparently maintained her mother's Watergate apartment, advertised her New Jersey mansions for $2 million, and has a location in Virginia named Stone Hall Farm. Jacqueline respects privacy, just like her family. Although John, Jacqueline's brother, is not well known, Queen Elizabeth made him an honorary knight in March 2015. The Mars Foundation, which supports humanitarian initiatives in the areas of health, education, and the environment, is co-directed by him and Jacqueline. The company also has a volunteer program. John and Forrest Jr. both inherited their dad's propensity to shun the limelight. Also, both brothers are said to have inherited their father's aptitude to conserve money because they both allegedly lived in cost-effective condos. Pamela, Forrest Jr.'s daughter, wrote on Camp Ben Facebook, "It felt really normal when I was growing up. I felt the same as everyone else. We went to school and took care of our responsibilities. None of my friends had a different way of life than we did." Pamela spent a portion of her early years in Holland and France before returning to the United States to work for her father's multiple Mars Inc. posts. Before beginning her role as an operation manager in a family firm, Pamela earned her degree from Vassar and worked in advertising. She rose through the ranks, and after taking a leave of absence, was appointed board chairman, resigning. The Mars company and the family that owns the Candy Empire, according to Washingtonian, have made secrecy a way of life. Morningstar called Mars a very, very quiet corporation. The secretive and anonymous headquarters of Mars Inc., sometimes known as the Kremlin, are situated in the suburbs of Virginia. The 5 guiding principles of Mars Inc., which are frequently referred to as the organization's foundation, are quality, responsibility, mutuality, efficiency, and freedom. Walton family. If your last name is Walton, you might be related to one of the richest families in the world. The guy who founded Walmart, Sam Walton, is well known to us owing to history, but the businessman actually comes from a large family, many of whom are among the richest people in the world. The family receives millions of dollars in dividend payments from the business during its profitable periods. The Waltons appear to live a rather humble life, at least in the public, despite the notoriety. What is known about the affluent family's financial habits is as follows. Sam Robson's Rob Walton, Walton's eldest child. He led Walmart as chairman from 1995 to 2015. He also accumulates a huge collection of vintage automobiles. In 2013, he ruined his Daytona Cup, which was then valued $15 million by racing it off to the racetrack. There were only ever 5 of the automobiles made. John Walton, who was 58 years old, died in a flying mishap in 2005. John and Christy Walton have a kid named Lucas. He gave his wife about 17% of his wealth. The remainder went to his son and charity causes. James Jim Walton is the youngest child. He is estimated to be worth $42.1 billion. He chairs the board of the Harvest Bank, a business worth more than $18 billion that belongs to the family. Before his son Stuart took over in 2016, he served on the board of Walmart as well. Alice Walton, youngest among her siblings, is worth $40.4 billion. He is childless and has experienced 2 divorces. Alice has opted to support the arts instead of actively running the company. She became interested in the arts at a young age. In an interview with The New Yorker, she claimed that when she was 10 years old, she spent roughly $2 on a replica of a Picasso artwork. She is the owner of a sizable private art collection that features original paintings by Andy Warhol and Georgia O'Keeffe. In order to house her $500 million private art collection, Alice built the Crystal Bridges Museum in 2011. When the museum was opened, it had an endowment 4 times that of the renowned Whitney Museum in New York. In 2014, she committed $44.4 million in a Georgia O'Keeffe painting. Records show that it was the largest sale of a female art ever. Also, Alice races horse stock. She just received an unknown sum for the sale of her Rocking Ranch near Millsap, Texas. The asking price for the property had previously been reduced from $19.75 million to $16.5 million. The active ranch contains buildings for both horses and cattle, and more than 250 acres of pasture. Her other 4,416-acre Texas ranch was previously listed at a reduced price of $22 million. The modest 3-bedroom, 2-bath home overlooks a river. Alice also owns a 2-floor condo on the New York Park Avenue. She bought the property for $25 million in 2014. It has more than 52 large windows overlooking Central Park, plus a media room and over 6,000 square feet of space. In January 2016, Alice donated $3.7 million of her Walmart shares, worth about $225 million at the time, to the family's non-profit, the Walton Family Foundation. The charity donated about $530 million in 2017. You can live a fuller life by taking the inner road to riches and plenty. This entails striving for great goals, showing love and kindness to others, and most importantly, always remaining in touch with your creative mind, which is the wellspring of all wealth. Thank you for watching and see you on our next video.